I watched 1,000 Jordan Peterson TikToks. This is what I learned. Hey guys, so in this video, I'll be talking about what I learned from watching an absurd amount of Jordan Peterson TikToks, Reels, YouTube Shorts. So to start off, first thing I learned is that you can learn a lot about how to be super successful from reading children's books.
Peter Pan doesn't want to give that up. Why? Well, he's got some adults around him, but the main adult is Captain Hook. Who the hell wants to grow up to be Captain Hook? You've got a hook. Second, you're a tyrant. And third, you're chased by the dragon of chaos with a clock in its stomach. Right? The crocodile. It's already got a piece of you.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, not really. Jordan Peterson is able to really connect his ideas and principles to many different fictional stories like Peter Pan. So to really get into this video, first thing I learned is that if you are industrious, you have to be disciplined. So to start out, Jordan Peterson talks about that when you're young, you have a lot of potential. And this potential can either go in two directions. Either you completely waste it and you don't do anything with your life, or you're able to focus it down and really harness this potential to take you to where you want to go. He says that you have to start by doing something, anything. You can't just sit there and do nothing with your life. And the way we harness this potential is through discipline. And discipline has to start somewhere. You're not going to get it right away, but the way you can start developing discipline is by doing something, anything that is the best thing that you can think of right now. Do that, start focusing on it. Get an apprenticeship, go to college, get some kind of education, or even get a job that's going to teach you something. Find these ways that you can improve yourself, and that way you can start developing this discipline to further help you along in life. It doesn't have to be perfect. You do not have to start out learning the fundamentals of finance, physics, and health just to become the most successful person, richest person in the world. Perfection is never something you should be aiming for, as it just comes from time. You start going in one direction, and from there you slowly progress by learning from your mistakes in order to become the best person you could possibly be. If you do not try and fail, you're never going to learn. If you never fail in life, you never did anything wrong and learned from that. Failure is the key to success. Failure will teach you what you need to do. And unless you're insanely industrious, creative, have the next big thing, discipline is what you need to harness. This is because if you're not going to come up with something that's going to make you rich overnight or in a short amount of time, discipline is the best way to do it. Because it doesn't matter how smart you are, if you're dumb, if you're insanely intelligent, have an IQ of 50 or have an IQ of 200. If you're disciplined, you can make slow improvements every day in your life. And from there, it'll slowly compound on itself until you finally achieved something that you're proud of, and from there, even more. And by just starting, you are going from nothing, just pure potential, into something. Let's say you become a plumber. You go through your trade school, learn everything you need to know about becoming a plumber, and from there, you started making money. And then once you start making this money, you could invest it. You can start your own business. If you're good enough, you start your own business, you teach others, you lead, you know every other aspect of the business besides what you just learned from the trade school. This is because you started there, you worked your way, you learned a little bit here and there every day through this discipline. Now that you've trained and developed into something from this inner child that was all potential, you can now go back to that childlike self, find this new potential you've gained from whatever knowledge you've gained, the skill you learned, and the discipline you've developed in yourself. You can now use this and become so much more, and this is because all this stuff together has increased your potential due to it allowing you to better focus with your discipline, and the knowledge and skills allowing you to find more paths to explore in life. Then Jordan Peterson says, what if you want to be the top 1% of the 1% of your field? To be there, you have to have an incredible work ethic and completely devote yourself to this field. You have to ask yourself, do I really want to be the top mathematician in the world, the #1 sociologist in the world, #1 scientist, whatever it may be, whatever your passion is that you want to be the very best at? You have to ask yourself, do I really want to be the best? Because to be the best, you have to outcompete everyone else who's better than you right now. which wherever you may be, they're going to be more or less ahead of you. Either way, the top of the top are going to be completely devoted to what they do. What that means is they devote their entire life, every second of every day, to this field. They've given up everything else except this. You have to be willing to give up your life to be number one in your field. And if you don't truly want to be there, then this isn't a sustainable idea. Maybe at first you could start every day focusing on the task, studying a little bit, working harder, researching more, whatever it may be. But if you're not truly devoted to this, if you're not truly devoted to giving up your entire life to be at the top of this field, then this isn't sustainable. That's because your passion is going to die out at some point because something is not going to be enjoyable for you, or something is just going to be too hard. And you're going to give up and you're never going to get where you want it to be. So if you want to be the best or incredibly good at something, you have to truly have a passion for it, because this passion is what's going to drive you. If this passion is only here for a little bit, then you have to realize that, and realize that you're not going to be the top 1% of the 1%. Focus, find your true passion, and this is how you're going to be truly successful in any field you pursue. Of course, you do not have to be the top of the top in order to be truly successful in life. You just have to be a little bit better than the people around you to be better than the majority of people. So let's say you're working at this job and everyone around you just does the minimum average amount of work that they need to do to get by, to get that paycheck. If you just do 10% more than everyone else around you, people are going to notice that, and you're going to become viewed as a more successful person than them. If you just do 10% more than the people around you, people will notice that, and you're going to get the promotion in your job. Most people are just trying to do the minimum amount of work required. And with this newfound discipline that you have, you can outshine them. And it only takes 10% more than them. If you could do 10% more than the people around you, no one is going to be able to compete with you, because you're doing just a little bit more than them and you're at the top of your relative circle, or just the people around you. Whatever it is, find out how you could be that little bit more than everyone. Put that little bit of extra work in. With that discipline, it's not going to be a problem for you. I hope I was able to save you guys some time with watching all these TikToks of Jordan Peterson. Probably not, still going to be just as addictive, but maybe I got you some information that you weren't able to quite grasp without truly focusing on it. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any other people you want me to do a video like this about, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. And don't forget, I have a code for 15% off FNX. Just go down in the description, click there. If you're looking for any protein powder, pre-workout, any workout supplements, check that out. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to get it done.